The reti is a less common but flexible opening that controls the center with the knight before committing a pawn. Knight f6 develops the knight toward the center and controls the d5 and e4 squares. c4 controls the important d5 square. This prepares the bishop for development. g3 prepares to fianchetto the light-squared bishop to g2, where it will control the center from the long diagonal. This develops the bishop and gives it scope on the long diagonal. This fianchettos the bishop by placing it on a powerful diagonal. Castling kingside tends to be safer than queenside, because the king is further from the center. Castling to the same side of the board is a more cautious approach. The bishop is ready to be developed to an active square. This strikes at the center to fight for space. This is an equal trade. Recaptures. Black develops the bishop and attacks the center. This threatens to eventually win material. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. White develops the bishop and attacks the center. This forces the opponent to isolate a pawn. Takes back. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This forces the opponent to isolate a pawn. Recaptures. This connects the rooks, which helps them work together. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. White activates the last piece, bringing all pieces into play. With the rook now developed as well, black has all pieces ready for action. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Now black can't stop white from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. Takes back. This is the way to win a pawn. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Recaptures. The piece finds a new active square. This protects an underdefended pawn that is under attack. This misses an opportunity to kick a bishop. This wins a tempo by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. This is the only good move. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. Very precise. Takes back. Right on target. A very strong play. This is an equal trade. Recaptures. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Takes back. The piece finds a new active square. A solid choice. This is the strongest option. Very precise. An active king is critical in the endgame, and getting it off of the back rank is the first step. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This frees a pawn to defend another piece. This threatens to win material through a tactic. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. This misses an opportunity to activate the king by getting it off of the back rank. This missed an opportunity to punish a mistake. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. One of the best moves. This is the only move that works. This steps away from the checking rook. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. This stops the opponent from being able to force eventual checkmate. Applying pressure to white's pawn chain. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. This prevents the opponent from being able to force eventual checkmate. This is the only good move. This evades the check from the rook. This is an equal trade. Recaptures. This is the only move that works. This is the only good move. This steps away from the checking rook. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Right on target. This is the strongest option. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. This is not the right idea. This prevents the opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. Very precise. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This connects the rooks, which helps them work together. A very strong play. A solid choice. One of the best moves. A very strong play. The game was close to balanced, but now white is worse. This overlooks a better way to move a rook to safety. This is the only move that works. This evades the check from the rook. The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. Right on target. This is a fair move. This is the only good move. This steps away from the checking rook. This is the only move that works. This steps away from the checking rook. This is the strongest option. This evades the check from the rook. Very precise. This evades the check from the rook. This moves the rook to safety. That's fine. This is the only good move. This steps away from the checking rook. A solid choice. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This is a fair move. This is the only move that works. This evades the check from the rook. One of the best moves. This is the only good move. This steps away from the checking rook. A very strong play. There were worse moves, but also something much better. Right on target. This is the only move that works. This evades the check from the rook. That's fine. This misses an opportunity to connect rooks. This is the only good move. This doubles the rooks on a file, which allows them to team up to create threats. There was only one good move there. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This is a fair move. This is the strongest option. A solid choice. This blocks the check from an opposing rook. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. This steps away from the checking pawn. This is an equal trade. Takes back. Very precise. This overlooks a better way to defend a pawn that was under attack. Right on target. This is the strongest option. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This makes a passed pawn. This threatens to eventually win a rook. This prevents the opponent from being able to eventually win a rook. This threatens to eventually win material. This prevents the opponent from being able to eventually win material. One of the best moves. This misses an opportunity to threaten checkmate. This is the only good move. Pushing a passed pawn. This wins a pawn.